Hello students, let's discuss class 7 mathematics UT1 exam paper. So in this we have seen we had some email address and all these things we have filled. After that, first question we have is this. So let's write the question here. So the question is minus 10 in bracket multiplied with plus 9 and bracket close, square bracket it is, then we have a plus sign, other bracket minus 10 is equal to, they are asking. So let's open the bracket one by one. First we will open the inside brackets. So when you open this bracket, outside there is nothing, so it will become minus 10 only. Then we have a multiply sign, this is plus 9, it will come as 9 only. Then we have square bracket, plus and minus when get multiplied it becomes minus only, so minus 10. Further we all know 10 nines are 90 and the sign is of negative, one negative is there only, so we will have minus 90. Outside we already have minus 10, so when we have two numbers of same sign, so they will be added but sign will remain negative, so it becomes minus of 100. So answer is minus 100, that is option number B. The next question is 75 divided by something, let's take it as a box, is equal to minus 75. Okay, we can take it as a box or we can take it as a variable also. Suppose I assume it is x, unknown. We have to find the value of x. We can write this as 75 upon x is equal to minus 75, isn't it? This is the question given to us. Now to find the value of unknown, we have to make it alone. So to make it alone, let's take it to this right hand side. How? Here it is in division, so when it goes to right hand side, it will come in multiplication. This is a simple rule of this algebra. So it becomes 75 is equal to minus 75 multiplied with x. This is the unknown one. Now to make it alone, we have to take it this number to left hand side. Obviously it is multiplying with x, so when it goes to that side, it will go in division. 75 upon minus 75 is equal to x. 75, 1 the 75, we have one negative sign in this division, so answer will be minus 1 is equal to x. Hence answer is minus 1. Obviously by seeing also we can tell the answer. This is the long way to solve the question or the complete way. Okay. Now question number 7 is saying a multiplied with b multiplied with c is equal to a multiplied b into a multiply c is distributive property. No, it is not distributive property. Distributive property is actually this one. When we have two terms getting added in a bracket and outside we have multiplying term, in that case what happens, this a gets multiplied with b, plus sign will come and then a into c. This is known as distributive property, like this, a into b plus a into c. So in this case we can say this given is false, because actually a into b into c is directly a into b into c only. Okay, in this case we don't use distributive property. We need to have a plus sign between b and c, then only we can use distributive property, because we are distributing a over b and c. Okay, in this case we are not distributing, we are just multiplying these three. Now question number 8, convert 200 mg, that is milligrams, into grams. So this is the question, we want to convert 200 milligrams in grams. For that, let's understand what do we need. Before converting 200 mg, we need to understand what is the conversion formula of 1 mg in terms of gram. If we have this formula, finding this is very easy for us. To find this formula, the second one, we have the statement King Henry died, mother did not cry much. This formula we use for length. In this case, this m is signifying meters, but right now we are dealing with weight, so we will make this m as g, which will show grams. So now this complete is for weight. This is kilogram, hectogram, decagram, gram, decigram, centigram and milligram. So let's see, where are we right now? In the starting we have 1 mg, so we are at milligrams. This is the starting position and we want to reach till gram, that is this position. So let's see, we are going in which direction? We are going in left direction and the number of jumps are 1, 2, 3. So we are taking 3 jumps in the left direction, so we will divide with 10 3 times. So we can say 1 mg is equal to 1 upon 10 to 1 upon 10 into 1 upon 10 grams, or we can say 1 mg is 1 upon 1000 grams. So we have derived the formula on our own. We don't need to remember the formula in our mind. We can derive it anytime. So after getting this formula, can't we find that question easily? Very simple. So if 1 mg is 1 upon 1000, therefore 200 mg is 200 into 1 upon 1000. Simple. And we all know, in this case, we can cut these zeros. Now we have answered 2 upon 10. We can cut it further also, but no need to cut, because we can just cut this 0 and put decimal over here. Answer becomes 0.2 grams. Okay. So this is the first option. Now question number 9. Which of the following statement is not true? When two positive integers are added, we always get a positive integer. It is obviously correct. Whenever you add a positive integer, suppose plus 2 plus 5, obviously you will always get a positive answer only, that is 7. You can never get a negative answer. So this statement is true always. Then we have, when we add two negative numbers, suppose I take this case. In this case, you can check, if you open, it becomes minus 2. Plus into minus is minus only. So answer is always negative. When you add two negatives, answer is always negative. Last, C option is saying, when positive integer and negative integer is added, we always get a negative integer. I think this is wrong. Why? Let's take one positive and one negative. Suppose I take 2 as positive and 5 as negative. They are saying answer should be negative. Okay, let's check. So this 2 becomes 2 only. Plus into minus is minus 5. We have seen, when we have two numbers of different sign, we take difference, and sign of larger will come in the answer. So we have 2 minus 5, so answer is 3, and sign of 5 will come, that is minus. So in this case, statement is true. But what if I reverse? If I take 5 as positive and 2 as negative, in that case answer will be 3. Why? Because the larger number is positive now, so answer is positive. So this depends on the larger number. It is not true that always we will get negative. So hence this C option is incorrect. So this is the right answer in this question. Question number 10. We have minus 10 into minus 5 plus minus 7. So what we have learned till now is, by BODMAS, whenever we are in confusion over different operations, we always use BODMAS, which says first you solve the bracket. So this becomes minus 10, then we have into minus 5, plus into minus is minus 7. Now we have two operations. We have a multiplication operation and we have a subtraction operation. So we will go for first multiplication and then subtraction. So 10 into 5 is 50. And we have two negatives getting multiplied, obviously it becomes positive. We have seen when even numbers of negatives multiply, they become positive. Now remaining is minus 7. Obviously 50 minus 7 is 43. So right answer is 43 plus 1. Okay. Question number 11. The decimal expression for rupees 8, for 8 rupees 8 paisa. So we have 8 rupees 8 paisa. we all know we can't add them right now. We can't say it is 16 rupees. Why? Because 8 is having unit paisa. Here the unit is rupees. We can't add them right now. So we have to convert somehow this 8 paisa into rupees. As soon as we convert this 8 paisa into rupees, we can add both these easily and get the answer. The thing is, before we convert 8 paisa into rupees, we need to understand what is 1 paisa in rupees. Again, simple unitary method. We all know in 1 rupee there are 100 paisa. So in 1 paisa there are 1 upon 100 rupees. Those who are not understanding this thing, how it came, just see this thing. We know 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. So we can take it as 1 rupee is equal to 100 into 1 paisa. Any issue? I have 1 paisa coins, 100 in number. I can write like this. Now we want value of 1 paisa. So we have to make it alone on this side. So let's make it alone. Is equal to, this 100 will come in division like this. From this we have got this formula. Okay, now we have got 1 paisa equal to 1 upon 100 rupee. That means 8 paisa equal to how much? 8 into 1 upon 100 rupees. Easy. So we can take 8 as 8 upon 1. Now we can cut these using 2, using 4 also, but not what you say recommended. When you have a very good number like 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, why to cut and waste our time? Just cut the zeros. There are 2 zeros over here. So what will happen? We have 8 over here. We will add 1 0. Now 2 digits and a decimal. So answer is 0.08 rupees. 8 paisa is 0.08 rupees. So now you can add these. 8 rupees plus 0.08 rupees. Answer is 8.08 rupees. Very simple, which is option number B. Okay. Now, question number 12. We have 2.5 divided by 1000. Like this. Now, to solve this, I recommend you to first write it in fraction form like this. Now, we can cut these zeros and take this decimal to left side more, but best way is to remove decimal first and add one more 0 over here, because after decimal we have only 1 digit. So one more 0 due to this. Now we have 4 zeros in total. Cut them all. Count from the last. 1, 2, 3, 4, decimal. Was that difficult? No. So answer is 0.0025. 0.0025. This 0 we just add for formality. So it's done. Now question number 13. 2 upon 5 multiplied with 5 1 upon 5 is equal to, simple, before multiplying we have to write the mixed fraction in simple fraction form, that is 5 5s are 25 plus 1 26 upon 5. So answer is 2 26 are 52 upon 25. The right answer is this one. Question number 14. 3 by 4 divided by 3 by 4. So we have a mixed fraction divided by normal fraction. So first convert the mixed fraction into normal, that is 4 3s are 12 plus 3 15 upon 4 divided by 3 upon 4. So we have done in chapter number 2 how to solve these kind of questions. We write the first term as it is, that is 15 upon 4. We write this division as multiplication and we take reciprocal of second term, that is 4 upon 3. If you observe, this 4 and 4 will cancel. 3 1s are, 3 5s are. So remaining answer is 5 only. Hence the correct answer is C option, option 5. Now question 15. We have 3 pictorial diagrams in which we can understand we have 4 divisions. So total there are 4 parts. So we have 4 as whole. Out of 4, how many are shaded? 1 is shaded. Here also we have 1 upon 4. Here also we have 1 upon 4. And if you add these 3, what will happen? LCM will be 4. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 only, which is this thing. We also know repetitive addition can be seen as multiplication. Repetitive addition can be seen as multiplication. That is why I can write it as 3 into 1 upon 4 is 3 upon 4. Hence, B is the right answer. Okay. Question number 16. A certain freezing process requires that room temperature be lowered from 50 degrees Celsius. So right now, room temperature is initially how much? Plus 50 degrees Celsius. So there is a freezing process going on in which every hour the temperature will be reduced by 5 degrees Celsius. It will reduce, not increase. So if it is reducing, so you can write that temperature reducing at rate equal to minus 5 degrees Celsius. So in 1 hour, temperature decreasing minus 5 degrees Celsius. We have to check after 10 hours what is the temperature. So in 1 hour, temperature reduction is minus 5. In 10 hours, obviously by unitary method we can say it will be 10 into minus 5. After 10 hours, the temperature reduction will be 10 into minus 5, that is minus 50 degrees Celsius. Now, initially temperature was 50. After 10 hours, reduction will be of minus 50. So what is the temperature of room at that time? Very simple. Final temperature will be given by initial, that was 50 degrees Celsius, and the reduction, that is minus 50 degrees Celsius. Answer is 0 degree Celsius. So hence the correct answer is second one. Now question number 17. We have a blank, a box we can take, multiplied with minus 12 is equal to 132. Again, we can take this blank as, yes, we can take this blank as x, unknown number. So x is the unknown number multiplied with minus 12 is equal to 132. Now to find this unknown number, we have to make it alone in this equation. To make it alone, we have to take this minus 12 to the right hand side. And to take this minus 12 to the right hand side, we have to see what this minus 12 is doing on this side. We can observe it is getting multiplied in x. So if it is multiplying in x and we take it to the right hand side, it will obviously, yes, divide on the right hand side like this. And when you solve, you get 2 6 are 12, 2 6 are 12, 2 6 are 12, 6 1s are 6 1 1s are. So we have 11 upon minus 1 or minus 11 as the answer. Because we know in division also, if there is only one negative sign, it will prevail. If there were two negatives in the numerator as well as denominator, we could have got plus 11, but we have one negative only, so answer is minus 11. Now question number 18. In a test, plus 5 marks is given for every correct answer. So we can say for every correct answer, plus 5 is given. For every wrong answer, minus 2 is given. In this exam, what you did is you did 6 correct questions. So marks given for correct answers will be given by 6 that you have done correct into plus 5. That is, you are given 30 marks for this correct answers. Now marks given for wrong answers will be given by how many you did wrong? 3 you did wrong. So it will be minus 6. Now total marks will be the sum of positives and negatives, that is 24. Hence you have got finally 24 marks. Question number 19. In a class of 65 students, there is a class of 65 students in which 2 upon 5 like English and 3 upon 5 like mathematics. Question is asking how many like mathematics in numbers. Very simple, 3 by 5 of 65. We have to find 3 by 5 of 65. But it is simple. 3 by 5 of means multiply. Now 5 1s are 1 remainder, 5 came, 5 3s are 15, 13 3s are obviously 39. Now a car runs 30 kilometer distance covered In how much petrol? In 5 liter petrol. What they are asking now? How much distance will it cover using 15 liter? So in 15 liter we have to find how much distance. Again, to find in 15 liters we need to find first of all in unitary method. To find first in 15 liters we have to find in 1 liter how much distance is covered. If we can find this thing, finding this is very easy. So for this thing we can use the first equation. Given to us was 5 liter was equivalent to 30 kilometer distance. So 5 liter can be taken as 5 into 1 liter. Yes, we can take, no issue. Now we want value of 1 liter, so we will take this 5 to the right hand side. It becomes 1 liter equal to 30 upon 5 kilometers. So this is 6. So we can say in 1 liter 6 kilometer distance is travelled. Therefore 15 liters will give you how much distance? 15 into 6, that is 90 kilometers. 90 kilometers you will travel in 15 liters of petrol. Question number 21, find the incorrect statement. Integers are closed for addition. Obviously they are closed. Whenever you add two integers, you will always add an integer only. There is no chance you will get any other number. We have done this property. Then we have multiplication is commutative for integers. Yes, it is commutative. But what do you mean by commutative? The order of these values doesn't depend. So if you write a into b or you write b into a, it is the same thing. Example, 2 into 3 is same as 3 into 2. So this is also correct. This is also correct. Division is commutative for integers. No. Why? Because 3 divided by 2 is not same as 2 divided by 3. It can be seen as 3 upon 2. It can be seen as 2 upon 3. And they are not equal. So this is the incorrect statement. Now question number 22. The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees Celsius above 0. So we all know we have a scale in the temperature, what you say in the Celsius scale, in which we have base as 0. Let me draw the scale first of all. Once again, let me take the shapes. Okay. Like this, suppose I take a scale in which right now the starting is 10 degrees Celsius above 0 and the time is how much? Time is 12 noon, that is 12 p.m. It is saying if the temperature is decreasing at the rate of 2 degrees Celsius per hour. So you can say right now temperature is 10 degrees Celsius. Next hour, that is 1 p.m. it will be how much? It will be 8 degrees Celsius, then it will be 6, then it will be 4, then it will be 2, 0, minus 2. Now it is decreasing in negative side. Minus 4, minus 6 degrees Celsius. We want to reach till this temperature and want to find the time at this time. Very simple. Just see 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. is the correct answer. Okay. Now 23 is saying 135 mm into decimeter. Again, same question. Before converting this, we need to understand what is the formula of 1 mm in decimeter. Again, write the same thing. This time we have length formula. So, King Henry died, mother did not cry much. This time we will take it meter only because it is for length. So, we are at which position right now? We are at this position. This is the starting point and we have to go till decimeter, ending point. Again, we are going to the left side and taking 2 jumps towards the left. So we will divide by 10 2 times. So formula for 1 mm will be given by 1 upon 10 into 1 upon 10, that is 1 upon 100 decimeter. Hence 135 will be 135 upon 100. Cut this 1, 2 point will come here, decimeter. So 1.35 decimeter is the correct answer. Question number 24. The length of a rectangle is 5.5. So we have a rectangle. Let me draw the shape of rectangle. Like this, we have a rectangle in which we know that length is how much? 5.5 centimeter and breadth is 2.5 centimeter. We have to find the area. Very simple. Area of rectangle is given by length into breadth, that is length is 5.5 multiplied with 2.5, and when you multiply you will get before multiplying let us do it in our way. I have told you, whenever you have decimals to multiply, first you convert this decimal into fractions. It becomes 55 upon 10, it becomes 25 upon 10. Now 55 into 25 is how much? 1375, and 10 tens are 100. Now cut these zeros, 1, 2, point will come here. Answer is 13.75. Okay. Now question 25 is 30.94 divided by 0.7. So write it in this normal form first, remove decimals. So when we remove decimals, in this case 1 will come, then there are 2 digits after that, so we will have 2 zeros, divided by 7 upon 10. Now for division, same process. First number as it is, we make this division into multiplication, and at the same time we convert or we take reciprocal of second term, it becomes 10 upon 7. As this can be cut easily, so we will cut. Now 7 and 3094, you can check by division, they will be cancelled. So let's cut them. 7 ones are 7, 4s are 28, 2 remainder 9 came, 7 4s are 28, 1 remainder 4 came, 7 2s are 14. So we have answer 442 upon 10. You can do this calculation on your own in your copy and you will get the answer similar way. So now there is only 1 0, cut it. After 1 digit put decimal. Answer is 44.2. Second one. Now what is place value of 7 in 21.37? If you see, this decimal is there. Before decimal the number is normal, so we know this is ones, this is tens. But after decimal things are changing. This is 10th, this is 10th, and this 7 is 100th. So the right answer is fourth one, 100th. I hope you like the video. Thank you.